Hi, welcome to another edition of Kika Tips. Well, no guitar, it's just me talking about my hobbies and stuff. Well, I wanted to show you my collection of comics, but they're in the boxes in the closet, and they're too heavy to carry. So I brought these. These I keep in the folder. Now these were the cards that I got from uncut sheets. As you can see, there are some pretty gnarly ones. There's a Cyclops one. Um, there's a Human Torch. There's a Thing. And then you have Venom. War Machine. Wolverine, my favorite. I would never sell this. That is a spectacular pose. And Green Goblin. Hold on. Trying to get it clear. Alright. And show you how much of a Star Wars nut I was. I got this. Too bad I didn't shop at KB Toys. But I kept it because it's my favorite character, Darth Maul. Alright. Now, first autograph, James Earl Jones. The actual voice of Darth Vader. Your lock of faith. Something. And then here's I forgot what they called it, but it's from Return of the Jedi. And then this was the first razor that I saw in foil, and I noticed that all of the other issues were just, regular comic. But this was the only issue that I saw in foil, so I thought it was cool. And I thought her fighting skills were cool as well. And there you have Vampirella. She's definitely one of my favorite. Maybe not as a Emma Frost or Cyclops. I mean, not Cyclops, Psylocke. But she's definitely up there. And then here is one for signed by Todd McFarlane. If you can see, it's right there. That's Tom McFarlane. Thanks, Mom. She was doing some legal work with him, and he gave her these as a token of appreciation. So, thank you, Mom. Again, Vampirella. This was one of 6 different covers. They have the initial cover, and in fact, I think I have it in my comic collection. But then this was one of the few that costed me an arm and a leg, but it was very worth it. Although I wish I was the guy. Here's the second one, Tom McFarlane. And then here we have Ren and Stimpy #1, still in his pristine airbag. I never did open the bag to discover the secret message on cover, but if I do one day, I'm sure I'll laugh. And then here's the third, and it's also the first appearance of Angela. Now this shows you I was a big Star Wars, or at least Phantom Menace fan. Because not only did I see Phantom Menace about 30 times in the theaters, knew every line of Jar Jar, knew every line of basically what was going to come, what was coming up. But I didn't want to spend the money on the cards because these were so expensive. Ooh, Misa called Jar Jar Binks. What is he? A loco? Uh-huh. Misa? No. What is it? Oh, Misa back? Something like that. And then this one, you sound big, doo-doo. And then this one, what was he saying? Something about the Force. And then they go over, and then there's always a bigger fish. Because at this point, it's the alligator looking thing, and then Jar Jar's like, something holds a huge teeth. And then Qui-Gon goes, there's always a bigger fish. Oh, that was the monster coming out of the hole. And then Qui-Gon goes, there's always a bigger fish. And then Jar Jar's like, oh, something. And then I love this scene. Dun 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 dun. And that guy, you can't take your highness there. Yeah. My apprentice Darth Maul will find them. You're Gungan, aren't you? Uh-huh. It's not a good idea. And then Qui-Gon says to the fact that he Jar Jar needs to behave because he knows Jar Jar is getting into a lot of things. The people are dying, Your Majesty. I forgot what Obi-Wan said. How rude. Well, I don't approve. My ship will be the barter or something. It's been a long time since I've seen that movie. But I think I need to see it again. That Jar Jar, he's an odd one. And there's Darth Maul. It may look like I have the whole thing, but I don't have the whole thing. Anakin, jump! No. Anakin, duck! Duck. Jump. I think it was jump. I have to watch it again. Yeah, but this was a badass duel. Qui-Gon got to fight the Sith, and he saw that the Sith was great and mighty. And Samuel L. Jackson, PG rating. I will be Chancellor, Your Highness. The Queen's return. Decide to read something to Naboo. No. Oh, so I cannot train him? Padawan, you have. And then this one, most likely wiped out. For a high general guy, he had such a... he was never my favorite character because he was always doubtful. I mean, Qui-Gon, he was cautious. Obi-Wan was cautious, but, daring. Jar Jar was stupid and everything. But at least he looked at everything with a smile. And this guy they will probably wipe out. When Gunga's in trouble, Gunga goes secret place. And then the secret place. Badass picture. And then you hear the dun 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 dun. And then this guy, he goes, ouch time. And this guy's like, something corporal. Yeah. I loved the movie so much. It was the only part I didn't really like was Anakin's part. Oh, tell you the bitter irony of me just saying that. Blockbuster, when they were still around, was selling the Phantom Menace, I think, DVDs. And yeah, I'm that old. And I just chose one at random, and I just said, please don't let it be Anakin. Let it be Jar Jar. Let it be Darth Maul. Let it be the King Boss. Just not Anakin. And who do I get in little reels? Anakin. More of the fighting. Dun, 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 dun. And then, of course, Anakin starts his ship thing. I forgot what this guy with the fish face people do. I don't remember. Oh, but this was where Obi-Wan saw the death of Qui-Gon, and he just comes out of there blazing. And then they both use the Force, and because they're both very skilled in the Force, the Force doesn't affect them. Like, makes them fly all over. They just stay in one place. It's just like down. And then this part, he looks at his dead Shifu or teacher, and then he climbs up calls for the dead teacher's lightsaber, and he cuts Darth Maul in half. I didn't like that ending. I thought it was too rushed. It was like, we need something to dismantle him. He can live in the cartoons. He can live in New Hope. It was just, but yeah. Ah, uh, my Lady Death foil. I have a lot of foil Lady Death. And my hologram X-Men. Celebrating 30 years of the X-Men and the Avengers yearbook. I'm gonna see if you can get it. Yeah, you can see Wolverine. You can see Scarlet Witch, Cyclops, Captain America. I see two others that I don't recognize. I think that's Rogue right there. And then this I got from... I didn't actually buy the movie Spawn. I mean, I did when it was on DVD. I haven't bought the Blu-ray yet. But they had a director's cut. And in the director's cut, they would have this. So that's what I bought. I bought the director's cut. And kind of gives a little story. In 1992, I gave birth to the first Spawn comic book. In 1997, motion picture finally hit the screen. Tom McFarlane saying his bits about what he had to go through. Well, that's it for now. Please, if you can donate to my cause, and because believe me, it's really killing me not to show you guys, melodies and chords and songs. I mean, my finger is finally getting better, but it's just one of those things that you have to live with. And even though, at times I want to frown and curse the heavens and things, I still put on a happy face, because I know if I show my students that I'm not strong enough, and that if I show that my students that this world has beaten me, then when my students are in a similar fate, then how are they going to react? Are they going to react, sad? I wouldn't want that. I want my students to be strong and powerful, and to know that life, with all of its obstacles, is definitely a precious commodity. Well, this is Michelangelo, and from the Isle of the Edgar Allan Poe, I bid you adieu.